As Ukraine continues to feel the bite of the credit crunch, sadly those most affected are the fatherless, with more than 100,000 at-risk children living in shelters and institutions, with many who are victims of abuse. However, as much of Eastern Europe transitions from institutional to family-based care for orphans, many Christians are taking this opportunity to adopt or foster children. One such couple that took this step is Sergei and Natasha Gedz, whose home we're about to enter to hear their story. Sergei and Natasha have 10 children living in their family-based orphanage. 2 of them are the couple's biological children, 2 are adopted, and 6 of whom are foster children. But the journey that took them to this point wasn't easy.
At that point, we were not looking for the financial support only, because the greatest challenge we had, this was a problem with the documents that we had to prepare. So in our country, the paperwork process is a very tough and very painstaking process.
Despite the obstacles they faced, they took on this challenge because they believed God was calling them to practically share Christ's love with these children.
This is the will of God, to take care of the orphans. And He gave us this desire even though we didn't understand it. So what encouraged us the most, one of the passages from the Bible that says that if you will knock, it will be open for you. If you will seek, you will find. And this was what we were trying to do while beginning this work with our family.
Antonio has cerebral palsy, and Sergei and Natasha were moved with compassion to adopt him after they regularly visited him in hospital. While there, he was kept in a cage, and the nurses would only wash him while wearing rubber gloves. Since they adopted him, they've seen a vast improvement in his physical and emotional development, and he even has a dream to one day become a soccer player.
The significant breakthrough happened during the first couple months at the family in our home. And it is very interesting that right now he's so much talkative and willing to talk with people and communicate.
With the challenges and demands they face, the support of organisations like Eastern European Outreach, who run a child sponsorship programme, it's really made a difference to the quality of the children's lives.
So this support helps us a lot, and one of the ways we use the money that we receive is that we can pay for the extra classes for our children. There are teachers come into our home and they teach them drawing and all kinds of crafts work. You can also see in our house many pictures that were made by our children.
Sergei and Natasha say many other believers in Ukraine should take up this challenge to take in children as they've done, so that the institutions can be emptied and all of Ukraine's orphans can be raised in godly families.
Officially in the country there is 26,000 children which have the documents prepared already and ready for adoption. So basically these children can be adopted. And in Ukraine we have 28,000 churches of different denominations and but these churches could adopt. So if we say each church would take at least one child in Ukraine, and we would have no orphans.
Eternity, it's written on